Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me an email today and they love my videos, but they wanted me to make a top 5 of my shortcut keys. They actually asked for 25. Give me 25 of your favorite. I don't really have 25. Here's 20. And only 5 are really my favorites. We're going to go over each one of them. If you make a bunch of boxes and then you go Control Z, it's the backup key. But you can do the same thing. That's why I don't really use it, because you can back up right here. Control K is very important. Control K and you're going to break the text apart. It will break other things apart too. It'll break curves apart, but if you ever wanted to break a text apart to make the T bigger or whatever, you can break it apart. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Control C and Control V, very important. If I want to make that blue box and I go Control C to copy it and go Control V to paste it, it put a copy right on top of it. Now, if I take it now and go Control C and move it over here and then go Control V, it puts it back to the original spot. Control C is copy, Control V is paste. Now my favorites that I use every single day. You've got these 3 items and you want to group them together, Control G. Now that is one group. I left out Control U. I very seldom ever use it. But every one of these keystrokes is right here. There's Control U for ungroup. Control D. If I take this and Control D and move it to a specific spot, and then I can Control D across the page. I like that about Control D, but with that, I don't like it sometimes. So I use the plus key. The plus key will make a copy, and then you can move it, and then you can hit the plus key and you can move it down here. If you did that with the Control D key, let's just do that. Let's Control D and move it over and watch what's going to happen to the next one. It puts it way over there. So if I put it here, now Control D is going to put it down further, which is a very good thing if you're building something staggered like that. P, by far my favorite key, puts it in the center of the page. And if you've watched enough of my videos, you know I work in the center of the page. F4, very important key, not so much for engravers, unless you're going to send files to somebody. So this is all you think you have on the page. If I hit F4, there's a ellipse way down there we didn't find. So now everything on this page is on my page. Now I used to have G as my group, but default is G is the interactive fill tool. So I'm just going to hit G, and then I got the interactive fill tool. F10 is your shape tool. So if I just hit F10, I automatically get the shape tool. If we have this rectangle, and let's go Control Q, which we'll use in just a minute, which converted to a curve, and then I hit F10, I can manipulate the nodes with my shape tool. The Z key, I ought to use it more. It's the magnifying glass to zoom in and out. There's a lot more you can do with that. The F6 is the rectangle tool. The F7 is the ellipse tool. And the Y is the polygon for polygon. So if I hit F6, if I hit F6, I get the rectangle tool. If I hit F7, I get the ellipse tool. If I hit the Y, I get the polygon tool. F8 is your text tool. So if I hit F8, it comes up with my text tool, and then I can write. F12 is your line pen tool. It's real important to me because years ago on my old laptop, you should be able to double click on this and make it work. Sometimes mine, sometimes it doesn't. So there's your pen tool by hitting F12. Control or alternate Q. Not so much a big deal because I've got it picked right now. In snap to is off. So if I take this rectangle, it's not going to snap to that line. I want it to. So I'm going to alternate Q to turn it back on, and you see it highlighted. Now I've got snap to, and I can go right there and have it snap to that line or quadrant or this box or the page. We've already talked about Control Q, which is to turn it into a curve. Now that is a curve, and you can use the shape tool to move it. Control F8, I very seldom ever use it because I don't write in paragraph text. This is a paragraph text. Hit Control F8, and it turned it into an artistic text. Anyway, so that's just 20, and I only picked one key or two keystrokes. There's a lot that are three keystrokes, like turn the rulers on and off or alternate shift R. And it's very easy to make your own. You know, if you never are going to use, if you very seldom ever use the interactive fill tool, you could make it your group, and then you would lose the G on the interactive fill. But that's right. I mean, if we want to fill that in, I very seldom ever use it. I just go right here and just grab it. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.